Hello, thank you so much. Welcome back to The Global Show, the #1 independent talk show on the planet. And it's Monday, which can mean only one thing. A brand new episode, a brilliant guest, and influencers behaving like the algorithm is their manager, therapist, and financial advisor, all rolled into one. It's been a hell of a week, but before we cut into that haystack of chaos, there is one important question, one thing we need to answer. Now, this question has haunted philosophers. It's confused scientists. It's silenced world leaders. It's a question that echoes through the corridors of time. Was Toto actually able to make it rain down in Africa? Now, they wrote an entire song about it. They blessed the rains. They waited for them. But I went back. I watched the video. There was no science, no meteorologist. They didn't even have a light drizzle, just some dramatic lighting and emotional commitment. What was the plan, Toto? Was there a cloud seeding, atmospheric manipulation, or was it just four men passionately manifesting precipitation? Because if we're going to be honest, I Bless the Rain sounds less like climate intervention and more like a confident weather prediction. And yet, we all sang along to it, just like we'd peer-reviewed it. So, if Toto couldn't control the weather, what makes us think the influencers can? And that is where we're going to begin. Let's kick into the monologue. So this week at the Grammys, during a politically charged acceptance speech by Billie Eilish, influencer Emily Austin filmed herself reacting from the audience. The clip was expressive, sarcastic and dismissive. Of course, it exploded online, millions of views almost instantly. But the question is, when did the award shows suddenly become a live reaction content farm? We used to watch the moment, the joy, the speech, the actual award. Now we go to watch someone watching the moment. There's something fascinating about sitting inside a cultural event and thinking, oh, this is good. But what if I'm also the event? If the most viral part of Billie Eilish's speech is Emily Austin's reaction shot, who actually then owns the moment? Because attention doesn't wait for reflection, it kind of interrupts it. And that wasn't the only example we saw. We've also seen influencer Jess Val-Ortiz post a carefully produced breakup announcement about her split from Alexi Mitchell. Cue the lighting. Oh my, cinematic, soft music, carefully framed vulnerability. Is heartbreak now episodic content? We used to journal privately, now we storyboard separation. Look at that picture. So sad. And in keeping in line with this chaos, beauty influencer Michaela Noguera posted the emotional video saying she feels lost. It's my sad face, Tom. How sad is that? It's as sad as I go. All right. What the heck is happening, everyone? Do people now feel the need to cry on screen to stabilize their engagement rate? Are breakdowns now part of the content calendar? Michaela said content creation has taken a toll on her relationships and her identity. Content creations took a toll. The same content creation that funded the house, the brand deals, the global audience. Now, before we all sharpen the pitchforks, burnout is real. Pressure is real. Being on every day is exhausting. But here's the uncomfortable question. When your job is to monetize your personality, what happens when your personality runs out of fuel? Do you log off? Or do you film the crash? The algorithm rewards vulnerability, but only if it performs. So, is it a breakdown or a strategy wrapped in sincerity? Maybe the healthiest move is what she hinted at. Step away, regroup, disappear. But disappearing's not going to trend, and that's the trap, because silence costs reach, and reach, my friend, is revenue. Next up is the athleisure brand Keep the Pump. They decided resistance bands weren't dramatic enough and posted footage of a reckless car stunt near Brisbane's Story Bridge, because nothing says core strength like questionable traffic decisions. The clip goes up, police reportedly reviewed it, and then, poof, like Houdini disappearing mid-act whilst riding 6 elephants, the clip vanishes. Ladies and gentlemen, we've officially entered the era of high-speed marketing. Active lifestyle has become the Fast and Furious gym edition. We're not building glutes, you're building plausible deniability. And here's the uncomfortable part. The algorithm doesn't ask, was this responsible? It asks, did people watch it? Twice. If they did, Mission accomplished. Deletion isn't damage control anymore. It's the encore. Oh man, I love this one. In Kolkata, YouTuber Sayak Chakraborty posted a viral video claiming he was deliberately served beef instead of mutton at the restaurant Olipop. Of course, this video spread rapidly. Apparently, there's millions of people out there waiting by their phones for incorrect protein content to come through. The restaurant, well, they issued an apology, as you'd expect. But the waiter was reportedly, wait for it, Tom, fired? Oh, no. That would be too easy. The waiter was arrested for a menu dispute. When did "you brought me the wrong thing" become a matter for law enforcement? This is a restaurant, not a parliamentary hearing. You ordered one animal, you got another. That's a refund conversation, not a courtroom drama. But in 2026, a plate isn't just a plate. This is a headline, a thumbnail, a comment section civil war. And once the phone comes out, we're not solving the problem, we're producing it. Now let's cut over. Let's talk about YouTube. So CEO Neil Mohan rolled out the 2026 roadmap. As you can expect, more AI tools, mandatory labels for synthetic content, expanded shorts, and over 1 million channels using AI tools daily. 1 million. At this point, YouTube isn't a platform anymore. It's a robot farm with Wi-Fi. We've gone from, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, to, hey guys, welcome back to whatever machine generated this at 3:42 in the morning. YouTube says it wants guardrails. Of course it does. It also wants more uploads. This is like opening up an all-you-can-eat buffet to a starving horde of buffaloes and saying, please pace yourselves, guys. Good luck. And just when you thought that was enough, YouTube would also like to be your local shopping centre. Integrated checkout, create a storefront, buy buttons under videos. We used to go to YouTube to learn how to fix the sink. Now, the sink is monetized. I watched a productivity video and somehow ended up buying a hoodie, a desk lamp, and something called Mindset Fuel. I don't know what it is, Tom. At what point did YouTube quietly turn into a mall with commentary? You're not watching a creator anymore, you're browsing a person. Honestly, I miss cat videos. Tom, put up a cat video. Aww. Look at that. No affiliate link, no discount code, no AI enhancement, just the cat. Possibly the finest use of global technology we've achieved. Let's have a look and see if the podcasting's any better. This week, Will Arnett revealed that a well-known comedian was removed from a Smartless recording after about 10 minutes. 10 minutes! Apparently the guest didn't fit the tone, too disruptive, which is fascinating because podcasting was sold to us as raw, unfiltered, just friends talking. It turns out, just friends talking has a producer and possibly a panic button. Long-form conversation now has a brand manual. You can be authentic, just not that authentic, because nothing kills a sponsorship deal faster than a guest who won't read the room. Then, another Smartless clip goes viral. Side note, I love Smartless. Those guys are hilarious. Go back. But Jason Bateman kept pushing Charlie XCX about having children after she clearly said she wasn't interested. Let's have a listen.
Does that mean that you would love to have more than one kid, or would you like to have a kid that has the same sort of experience as you, where it's the only child and then you get to just kind of nurture and protect and?
I actually don't really want to have kids.
No, none.
So,
you don't? Wait, why?
Yeah.
My wife did not want to have kids, so the story goes. So she tells me.
And she didn't, and you adopted yours.
And she said once we started going out, and she was like, okay, I think I can have a kid with this guy. So you might find somebody.
Well, I'm married, so.
There you go.
Now, curiosity is fine, but there's a thin line between interesting question and why are we still here? At some point, curiosity becomes pressure, and you can feel it. Podcasting should feel like eavesdropping on friends, not gentle interrogation over brunch. Meanwhile, listeners decided that Hannah Berner from Giggly Squad might be pregnant because of one passing comment. One. Suddenly we got spreadsheets, pink and blue balloons like it's a gender reveal crime scene. Threads have exploded. TikTok detectives have activated. Zoom in, enhance, rewind, reanalyze. We've moved from listener to part-time investigator. You can't clear your throat without someone building a theory board, and none of these people are in the room, but they're absolutely certain they've solved the case. Podcasting used to be background noise. Now it's forensic evidence. Then a controversial clip featuring Candace Owens and Bassem Youssef sparks backlash. And who steps in? Piers Morgan. Now, let's be clear. When Piers Morgan is the sensible one in the room, well, you want to check the rotation of the Earth. As expected, outrage flies, clips get chopped, and then headlines multiply. Outrage is now a business model. Someone says something sharp, somewhere someone reacts louder. Metrics are going to spike. Sponsors, well, they lean forward. Somewhere in a boardroom, someone says engagement is up. We've essentially turned conflict into a growth strategy. 30-second clips circulate without context. Screenshots from 2016 resurface. The internet, well, that's a filing cabinet. It's petty. You don't have a past anymore. You've got an archive. And guess what? The archive, that waits. So here's where we are. Influencers bared their souls for clicks. Gym brands audition for the Fast and the Furious. Waiters become national news. YouTube building robot creators. Podcast editing authenticity. Listeners tuning in as detectives. And we're pretending this is normal. This is not normal. It's performance art with Wi-Fi. Brunch without surveillance. Retail therapy with a ring light. Everyone's reacting. No one's relaxing. And if a cat falls off a table, well, we all breathe again. That's where we are, and tonight's guest, he understands it better than anyone else. This is going to be a great interview. Tom, can we get these titles rolling?